Okay, hello everyone. Good afternoon. This is Mario Coelho from Epygi. Welcome to our summer webinar series. We intend to have in the next coming 2 or 3 months a few webinars. Some of them are going to be commercial in nature. Some of them are going to be technical. For example, we have one on Wednesday, Introduction to Call Routing Table, technical nature, is going to be uh, provided by Andy White, head of our tech support and training. And Andy's a very good guy. He's going to be able to fill you in on our techniques that you can have for the call routing table. So we encourage you to look at our website and participate in these webinars. And we're going to record them, so they will be available on our portal after a couple of days once we clean them up a little bit. So we're going to have a short webinar today introducing our cloud services, just to give those of you who never are not familiar with our cloud services an idea of what we have to offer. And obviously, if you want more information afterwards, feel free to send me an email or call us, and we'll be able to elaborate and expand. We're going to do this by letting you ask. We're going to silence the microphones, open them up at the end. And then, but if there's any question, just type it on the chat, and then I'll look at it every now and then, and I will answer your questions. So if you don't feel free to talk at the end, just use the chat. All right. Very well. As far as Epygi Cloud Services is concerned, let me just do something here. They're essentially new. We started back a little over almost 2 years ago to offer cloud services. And obviously, the value of this is that these offers to the resellers a recurring revenue model instead of just the appliance one-time fee that has been traditional of our product line. We like it. I think it's a better way of making revenue on a recurring basis. And we currently have two different services offered that we're going to briefly elaborate on. And then in the future, we will probably add some more. Essentially, the two that we have are ecMON and ecQX. EC stands for Epygi Cloud, ecMON stands for Epygi Cloud Monitoring Service, and ecQX stands for Epygi Cloud QX PBX. ecMON, it's a fairly complete monitoring and managing platform that we have added a few services or features lately, and we intend to add some more in the future. But right now, from a monitoring and configuration platform or management platform for QX devices, I think is fairly complete. And ecQX is our cloud-based PBX. It's pretty much the same feature set, the same GUI that you use on our appliances, but in a virtualized environment, and with some additional features related that help in the what it is of provisioning. But pretty much is everything that we have on the appliances what you're going to see on the cloud. So it's a fairly complete offering as far as that is concerned. Advantages of the ecQX PBX over other solutions. Well, I think it's a great value. I mean, the pricing that we have for this is very good. It's very competitive. What is out there in the market, it is a solid platform. It is built on our 20 years of experience on the Quadrant, the QX line of products. So we just made it to operate on a virtualized environment. We have an excellent dedicated support team. Epygi is about 40 employees strong, and the majority of them are in R&D and support. So you have a very good technical staff that designed this product from scratch that can assist as far as the support is concerned. Advanced functions, we can package this in many ways. Typically, our products have all the features on the base unit. For the cloud, it's the same thing. We have carved out some that are not that common to a lot of users, so that they could pay. Whomever wants to have these features can pay for that separately, namely call recording, call center features, audio conference, and so forth. The ecQX comes with the ecMON platform. So if you're using the virtualized hosted PBX, you get the ecMON platform with it at no extra cost. Very important, no long-term commitments on the or startup cost on our platform. We have two flavors of it. One of them is hosted by Epygi, and the other one is an ISO image that you can download and install on your own servers, whether it's a dedicated server or a virtual machine of your own. We have both flavors, but the important thing is that we don't make you pay any licensing fees or upfront or startup costs to get started, and we don't make you have a long-term commitment or a 3 or 5 year contract or a 2-year contract. The idea is that we will facilitate to you the ability to get into the game, at low cost of entry, trial and error type, see that it works for you, and then you can expand accordingly. So, for example, on our cloud that we host, we do, it's pretty much on a prepaid platform via PayPal on a monthly basis. You can cancel anytime, but if you come in at the middle of the month, we'll prorate it until the end of the month and then charge you the beginning of the following month on a monthly basis. So you're prepaid for the month and you can cancel anytime. So we really haven't had any cancellations yet from anyone that has subscribed to our system. And of course, competitive pricing. I will talk a little bit about that in the next slides. So as far as ecQX with partners or resellers, it is just a hosted platform. We don't do any termination. If you use our cloud here in the US and you get an account from us as a reseller, we need your reseller certificate. I mean, we're not going to collect the taxes for you. We expect that you will we bill you, you collect taxes and bill your customer the same way you're billing your services right now. And you can tie in any ITSP service that you prefer or your customer has. So you're not bound to anyone that we suggest, and you can use more than one because our system is based on instance. So we essentially will provide you a dedicated instance for your customer, and you configure that instance separately from the others, so you can tie up whatever trunk provider you want. Okay, so it's essentially the same as installing our QX product on-premise, except in this case it's virtualized, so you have that flexibility. In the case of endpoint provisioning, as we do have on the QX line an extensive amount of models and flavors of SIP phones, and as far as how to configure, you can do the redirect servers that these vendors provide. You can configure it manually. You can even use OpenVPN, for example, between the phone, certain phones supported on our platform, and it will essentially create a tunnel and mitigate the NAT traversal a lot better than some of the other options. So there's flexibility in what to do there, pretty much the same way that the other cloud providers give you that capability today. So we're providing our own cloud to users in Mexico, US, and Canada. Mexico because it's close proximity to us and very good trunks, but we're certainly open to running cloud servers in other countries. If there's enough business, we can remotely run them and manage them. But right now, these are the 3 countries that we're providing our own hosted cloud through our portal. We have a separate portal than the epygi.com. It's called epygicloud.com, and you're welcome to go there. The idea, there's a brief front end that presents some of the options, and then a login. You can register there and then we'll provide you a login as a user. Once you get a login, then you get pricing, and you can activate on the store and order on the store your instances, and they either add or delete extensions or add or delete some of the features. And I will show you a couple screenshots later on. So that is, again, running our own hosted server through epygicloud.com. Now, if you're outside of the United States, and we do have a lot of customers from abroad that are coming in with interest in doing this, then we will provide you an ISO image that you can install either on a local server or virtualize or on a cloud service overseas, and essentially connects to our platform via the ecMON tool, and essentially that instance is validated. So you're free to move that instance around as you wish. It's just that it needs to connect to our ecMON server on a continuous basis to be able to validate the license and reactivate. So, but ecMON provides a lot of capabilities that we think, if you configure it properly, is very valuable, and I will explain some of those later on here. Okay, so for example, a server, 8-core type server at 2 gigahertz apiece, 32 gigabit of RAM, 200 gigabit of storage will give you anything between 20 and 32 instances that you can run. All that depends on the amount of simultaneous calls and features like call recording, audio conferencing, codec, transcoding. All of those would affect the amount of performance you get out on a server. But just to give you an idea, what you can run, and servers like this on the cloud are available at different prices. We've seen them anything from $60 a month here in the U.S. All the way to $90. So it's not from a server performance perspective. The model works very well. What you're going to invest in the cost of running a server like this in the cloud compared to the amount that you can bring in revenue from the sale of these instances, there's a very, very big margin to be made. And I mentioned about the ecMON tool monitoring. Again, no software license purchase, no maintenance or support to them. I mean, it comes with free support. We don't charge you for maintenance. If you use the ISO image, all we want you to do is come out with some sort of commitment. I can do this, let's say 200-300 extensions to start with, or 500, and I would like to grow to, let's say, 500 in 6 months, or 1,000, and so forth. So we're looking for some sort of roadmap where you want to be, but you're not going to have to pay any support. You're not going to have to pay any startup fees. You're not going to have to pay any license or any maintenance or anything like that. I mean, it's a very low cost to entry. We do it on a extension per month. We could do it on a simultaneous call model like others would do, but we prefer to do it on an extension basis. The pricing is going to be flexible. We don't have a standard ISO pricing list for people interested in doing this. We just want to talk to you and see what you like. Some people may want to include call recording. For example, some of them would like to have the call center feature. So we just need to discuss and talk about what your expectations are. I'm pretty sure that we can come out with a pricing model that will be very satisfactory. And as far as the instances, I mean, we give you a software, you log into them, configure the instance. In the case of the instances that we host, we do have an option there on the portal to download a template, and you can fill out that template as a reseller, and then we'll configure the instance for you, or make changes to the instance based on template changes. So that is for those folks that are not familiar with a GUI and I would like to get some assistance from our team. We can do it that way. Another option is a logo. I mean, our product, our appliances allow you to log in and load your own logo on the screen. If you're going to let the users log in as users, they can see your own logo on your own website. So you can do the same thing with the cloud if you want to sort of make it more custom or more white label type experience. As far as functions are concerned, well, we do have a lot of functions. There's a listing of some of them over here. Again, the base unit comes with a lot of features, and essentially in the cloud environment, everybody's looking for simple features. You don't see a lot of sophistication on what the users want to do on cloud. But in any case, they're available. And we do have some features that are very special. You know, Find Me, Follow Me is very useful as far as being able to receive calls and being able to get reached out at multiple extensions. You can do that on the cloud. Our call detail records can give you statistics for call quality, the same way you can get billing information. If you have the call cost control option, you can see costing on a per call basis in there. Dial and schedule notifications, very interested for certain verticals. That is available on the cloud, time of day routing, and so forth. So again, a lot of features that you can use on the cloud version. Here are some, the next 3 slides will show some features that we sell in our hosted cloud independently now as a monthly subscription. For example, call center, we're charging $8 a month for this bundle, and it includes our EAC web-based console, the barge-in option for supervisors. It also includes the automatic call distribution, the creation of the queues, and the allocation of the agents to the queues with the call handling options on the queues and the playback messages. That is all on a bundle that we call Call Center, and you can buy that separately from the store for those of you who want to have agents or supervisor for a call center on your instance. And actually, as far as the call center, we do have a separate sales presentation that talks about EAC, and then it will describe the details of what you can do there. So for the brevity of time, we're not going to talk about that today. We also have another option for adding call recording simultaneous ports on the cloud. You can buy it on the store also, same thing. You create recording boxes. You can record all the calls or specifically from certain extensions to certain trunks or vice versa, and a lot of flexibility there. And then we'll store that in the cloud also for you. Audio conference, the base system comes with a 5-participant audio conference, but you can buy another 5 participants on a monthly license and then increase the size of the audio conference option. You can also, as far as conference rooms, you can create as many as you want. This is pretty much simultaneous audio conference ports, so it has no limitation on how many conference rooms you can create and whether these conference rooms are going to have password control, are they going to be open to everyone or closed. You can schedule conferences, you can record the conferences, and have also moderator and speaker controls available. So fairly full conferencing option available on the cloud, the same way we have available in our appliances. Now we just came out with a new promo worth mentioning here. It's essentially we call it a summer promo. It will be July, August, September type time frame. So if you buy our basic ecQX Cloud is for 5 extensions minimum for the instance, and it's $25 a month, okay, for 5 users. And you get the 5 extensions. Now we're going to allow call recordings, 2 call recording simultaneous sessions, and 5 audio conference ports, and a DCC Pro. Obviously, ecMON is already included there, but this WebRTC is actually something new that we have on the platform. We just added the capability of receiving WebRTC calls and converting them to SIP. So this is great because you can actually have place WebRTC calls on your website links or in your for example, email signature. I have it on my own at the bottom where you can do a WebRTC call to me and it rings my extension. Since I have Find Me, Follow Me, it will follow me on my mobile phone also. But WebRTC is new. It's available on the cloud only and in our QX 3000. You don't pay anything extra for that. it will be included on the service. So if you add another 5 extensions, you get another 2 call recording ports and another 5 audio conference ports. So this promotion is available for summer, but once you're signed in, it is for life. You know, we just as long as you keep the instance active, you're going to get the benefit of this extra features after the promotion is done. And if you want to add extensions, it's only $5 a month per extension. Okay, so again, for every 5, you're going to get these 2 additional features.